check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go.
All right, man, we back. Goodfellow Sports TV. Want to squeeze a quick one in. Let's talk about some light heavyweight talk, and kind of sparked the idea. Ishe Smith on Instagram, put a picture of him sparring up, and Andre Ward said, "Oh, you got me thinking, man." And he basically itching to come back to boxing. He's even spoke on a few different occasions in interviews that he thinking about coming back to boxing. And he helped Freddie Roach fighter stay in shape. He's still sparring and staying sharp. So it kind of make you think like Floyd Mayweather, always in the gym, staying sharp. It's just when you've been doing something for that long, it's embedded in you. When you instill hard work into a young cat, into a young kid, a young child, young teenager, it always sticks to them, man. When you've been doing something 20, 30 years, if not more, you just programmed to get up and work out. Look at Jerry Rice. He's still in shape. He's still running the hill, and that's just all he knows, to stay in shape. Some guys, they retire from their sport and they blow up. You know what I'm saying? They get comfortable. They never was really hard workers. Look at Shaq, a guy that consistently came out of shape, to camps, and that's where a lot of the rift, not some of the rift came between him and Kobe. But to get to my point, Anthony Yarde, Andre Ward, I could see that fight happening. I really could. At cruiserweight, a catchweight, and light heavyweight, Ward around 200 pounds, if that right now. He can get back down to light heavyweight. I can real life see that happening. And if you don't understand what I'm speaking on, they had a little rift. They've been having a rift between Tunji Ajayi, Yarde coach and manager, and Andre Ward and Yarde and all them. Andre Ward gave constructive criticism. See, when I get criticism, you ain't never fight, or you ain't did this, you ain't did that, and them niggas don't know what I done done. You know what I'm saying? Or but when a fighter, another fighter that's going to the Professional Boxing Hall of Fame, International Boxing Hall of Fame, Andre Ward, he give constructive criticism. It's the same way as me and you gave a fighter constructive criticism. They take it the wrong way. They take it to heart. They don't take it like, okay, I need to get better. One of the greats, or an active great is telling me I need to get better. They take it to heart. Now it's beef, and everybody know it that Anthony Yarde wasn't moved up correctly. He going from fighting D and E level opponents to some people think an A-level opponent in Kovalev. Now, do Kovalev got some glaring weaknesses that, Darnell Boom and Andre Ward didn't expose, and Elder Alvarez? Absolutely. It's not an impossible feat for Anthony Yarde, but nobody's really seen Anthony Yarde push. He didn't have much of an amateur career. He ain't done much on a professional level. We haven't seen him pushed. We haven't seen him tested. We don't know if he can take away Kovalev jab. And that's going to be his big thing. We don't know if he can take Kovalev power in the first 4, 5, 6 rounds while he cooking. We don't know that. And Kovalev is getting better under Buddy McGurf. He's showing him all the tricks to the trade as a black fighter. The same tricks that Don Turner and John David Jackson showed him, but more. And you can tell Kovalev, he respects Buddy McGurf. I don't know if he didn't respect Don Turner. Well, I know he didn't respect Don Turner and John David Jackson. But maybe that loss humbled him to Ward and Elder Alvarez, and now he got to respect them. But it's beef cooking between Andre and Yarde that's setting up for an excellent fight. Ward was talking about coming back to UK, fighting Tony Bellew. Hey, if Anthony Yarde is able to defeat Kovalev, which is not a huge stretch, and a lot of the brothers is going to accept Anthony Yarde in America more than they ever did for Anthony Joshua, is because Yarde went out there and he would end Kovalev. And everybody know how the brothers feel about Kovalev, about the whole little racist comments he had and all that stuff. And the brothers will really take the Anthony Yarde. If he can defeat Kovalev, I think it's not nobody in the boxing community that's black, you know, that I know of. It might be a few that's not pulling for Anthony Yarde. We all pulling for him. I like Tunjay, but Andre Ward was correct. And a beef, I wouldn't say a beef, I guess say a beef has started between Yarde and Ward, especially the coach and Tunjay Ajayi. A beef has started cut from constructive criticism, not from a YouTuber, not from a writer, not from a real boxer that was just a professional fighter a couple years ago. That's going down as on the all-time greats. Instead of saying like, hey, let's hop on the horn and see, you know, let's see if we can politic and you can come to camp and show us some tricks to the trade on how to beat Kovalev, you know, or show us what we should be doing. Or you want to come in, spar, and help us get ready? Instead of politicking and networking like black people should, you feel me? Instead of politicking like we should, now it didn't turn into a beef. And that's the problem with brothers, man. It looked like from the UK all the way to America. That's the problem with brothers, man. We can't accept constructive criticism. It's always hate. Like they say, hate is the new truth. They took it as hatred that Andre Ward that said that. But Andre Ward, they say shit that wasn't true. You took baby steps. Tunjay Ajayi ain't never manned a corner, I don't believe, in the championship level fight. So it's not hate. It's real facts. It ain't saying that he hoping y'all lose. It's at the point where y'all didn't, you know, ran his name into the ground so bad, and Ward a hater and all of this, and we it's us against Andre Ward in the world. Nah, man, you could have hopped on the horn with him, conduct yourself like men, and y'all could have chopped it up, and he could have came to camp. Y'all could have came to him, or y'all could have picked or picked his brain. I seen that happen with Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley helped who was it? Man, Sean Porter. The Porters asked Timothy Bradley and his trainer at the time, Joel Diaz, who I interviewed years ago. Real good brother, man. Mexican guy. Really good, engaging guy. Wasn't rushing nobody up the phone. Respect. And they asked him, how did they beat Timothy Bradley years earlier? They fought for supremacy at 140 pounds. That fight was a huge turning point in the sport of boxing for HBO. When they invested all that money for that regular HBO fight, what happened here on the Pontiac, Detroit, it happened in the Pontiac Silverdome. It's no longer standing. I think they blew it to rubble. When they did that for HBO, poured all that money into Alexander Bradley, they had a face-off. They did a little, you know, maybe did a little documentary like 24/7 thing for a regular HBO fight, and it failed to live up to expectations because Timothy Bradley just headbutting style versus southpaw Devin Alexander. It didn't go well. But that's here nor there. Sean Porter picked Diaz and Timothy Bradley brain on angles and what they did to beat Devin Alexander before Sean Porter won his first title versus Devin. So they networked in politics, you know what I'm saying? They did their homework. All Tunjay Ajayi had to reach out like, hey man, there's no ill will. You know, what do you think we need to do to beat Kovalev, or what could we do different, or should we take another fight because you come help us or whatever? Like, Andre Ward would have been like, cool, but now it's created that. But if Yarde win, why not? Down the road, or next, Andre Ward versus, you know, Anthony Yarde. Maybe he wanted to defend his belt one time. Had Andre Ward come out of retirement, the beef was already laid down, and I'm not convinced that Timothy Bradley is retired neither. I'm not convinced that Andre Ward is 100% retired because they all come back. Only one that didn't come back, I remember, was Rocky Marciano, and that's because he got into a car accident. So Yarde and Ward, if he can get past Kovalev, why not? Why not? I know Kovalev, he won Ward again. He probably moved to cruiserweight to fight Ward. But Ward already beat you twice. And people say, well, you know, it was a robbery in the first fight. No, he came on strong the first few rounds, 5, 6 rounds. And Andre Ward started strong. The second fight, Kovalev came out hot again. Andre Ward knew what he needed to do. And he destroyed Kovalev. And that wasn't even Andre Ward at his best. It seemed like he took years off because Goosen, his promoter, was jerking him around. But at the same time, it is what it is. Ward Kovalev is a fight I can see. Ward Yarde is a fight I can see coming. You got the, Yarde is in line with Frank Warren and ESPN. I can see that coming, man. But hey, once again, I do appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing, get 18% off the 100% all next products. One time for the one time. Y'all know the business is we going.